50 feet below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, the water transforms into a suffocating, impenetrable void. A violent offshore storm has kicked up the sea floor, churning the water into a thick, swirling soup of mud, sand, and heavy silt. Down here, visibility is exactly zero. The ambient light from the sun is entirely choked out by the suspended particulate matter. To a human diver or any visual predator, this environment is a total sensory dead end. It is absolute, blinding isolation. Hidden deep within this murky darkness, a school of silver mulletfish holds perfectly still. They are suspended in the water column, relying on millions of years of evolutionary instinct. Their scales act as perfect camouflage against the grey, churning sediment. They make no sound. They cast no shadow. To the naked eye, they are entirely invisible. They are ghosts waiting out the storm. But in this ocean, invisibility is an illusion. They are not safe. They are already being mapped. A mile away, gliding effortlessly through the crushing black, a biological submarine is pinging the abyss. It emits a single, highly concentrated burst of high-frequency sound. In the atmosphere above, sound is sluggish. But underwater, water molecules are packed tightly together. This density allows acoustic energy to travel nearly 5 times faster and infinitely further than it does through the air. The sound wave rips through the murky water at over 3,000 miles per hour. It slices through the suspended mud, strikes the bodies of the hidden mulletfish, and violently bounces back into the void. The predator isn't just detecting their general location, it is seeing straight through them. The returning echoes carry massive amounts of encrypted data. As the sound waves wash back over the predator, they reveal the exact size, speed, trajectory, and biological density of the targets hidden a mile away. The fish are entirely blind, unaware that their exact coordinates have just been logged. But the bottlenose dolphin is operating on military-grade acoustic radar. To understand how a mammal navigates a world of total sensory deprivation and how it weaponizes sound to execute the perfect hunt, we must freeze time. We must look inside the biological machine and dismantle the ocean's ultimate sensory network. Welcome to the sonar grid. To understand this weapon, we have to enter the acoustic generation chamber. Unlike humans, dolphins do not use vocal cords to generate their hunting clicks. In fact, relying on a throat-based vocal system underwater would be a fatal design flaw, risking the inhalation of seawater with every sound. Instead, evolution moved the weapon to the top of the skull, entirely bypassing the respiratory tract. Hidden just beneath the dolphin's blowhole is a highly complex pressurized labyrinth of air sacs and muscular valves. These are the phonic lips. By forcing high-pressure air through this tiny, muscular biological valve, the lips violently slap together. This physical impact generates an explosive burst of acoustic energy, a sharp, deafeningly loud broadband click. By recycling the air rapidly between these internal sacs, the dolphin can fire these biological acoustic bullets at mind-bending speeds, generating up to 1,000 individual clicks per second without ever needing to surface for a breath. But generating raw sound is only the first step. Omnidirectional sound that scatters chaotically in all directions, is utterly useless for pinpoint targeting. It would just create a massive, confusing wall of noise. The sound must be focused. To direct the acoustic blast, the dolphin utilizes a massive, biological acoustic lens. Occupying the entire front of the dolphin's skull is a bulbous, fatty organ known as the melon. But this is not ordinary fat. The melon is a highly specialized structured matrix of varying lipid densities. The fat is dense at the core and softer toward the edges. When the chaotic sound waves erupt from the phonic lips, they enter the melon. Because sound travels at different speeds through different densities of fat, the melon physically bends, refracts, and shapes the acoustic waves. It acts exactly like a glass magnifying lens focusing scattered sunlight into a single, burning point. The dolphin can even use surrounding muscles to physically morph and squish the shape of the melon in real time. This allows the animal to alter the beam's width on the fly. It can widen the beam to act as a broad floodlight, scanning the massive, empty ocean for anomalies. Or it can tighten the beam into a razor-sharp acoustic laser, locking onto a single, microscopic target. The beam rips through the water, striking anything in its path. But sending the signal is only half the equation. How does a biological machine interpret the returning echo? If you look closely at a dolphin, a glaring anatomical feature is missing. It possesses no external ears. Water is so dense that external ears would just create hydrodynamic drag, slowing the animal down. The receiver for this radar system is hidden in the skeleton. The answer lies in the lower jawbone. The dolphin's elongated lower jaw, known as the pan bone, is entirely hollow. It acts as a massive, hypersensitive acoustic antenna. When the warning echoes bounce off the prey and return to the dolphin, they strike the lower jaw and are instantly absorbed into the bone. Inside this hollow cavern is a channel of highly specialized, conductive acoustic fat. This lipid channel directly connects the hollow jawbone to the dolphin's complex inner ear, which is suspended outside the skull to isolate it from the animal's own bodily noises. The jawbone catches the echo, and the fat channel acts as a biological fiber optic cable, sending the acoustic vibrations seamlessly and instantaneously into the auditory nerve. From there, the signal hits the processing center. And the processing center is staggering. The dolphin's brain is highly convoluted, incredibly dense, and significantly larger than a human's. It dedicates an entire massive hemisphere solely to acoustic processing. The auditory cortex processes this incoming data at unfathomable speeds, converting raw sound waves into a high-definition, three-dimensional holographic map of the ocean. It is so precise, the dolphin doesn't just see the exterior of the fish. Because echolocation bounces off differences in physical density, the sound waves pass right through the soft water and the soft flesh of the fish. But deep inside the mullet is a swim bladder, a tiny balloon-like organ filled with highly dense gas that the fish uses for buoyancy. When the acoustic wave hits that dense pocket of gas, it bounces back violently. To the dolphin's mind, the murky water is invisible. The fish's flesh is invisible, but their internal organs light up like neon beacons. The dolphin can determine the exact species of a fish solely by the acoustic signature of its skeleton and the shape of its swim bladder. It can detect an object the size of a golf ball from a football field away in pitch black water. It is a flawless biological rendering engine. Now, the targeting phase is complete. The system shifts from search mode to strike mode. Back in the murky abyss, the dolphin closes the distance. The space between its emitted pings begins to shorten. What started as a slow, rhythmic ticking accelerates into a rapid sequence. The mullet fish finally sense the acoustic pressure waves hitting their lateral lines, the sensory organs running down their sides that detect changes in water pressure. They realize they are being painted by a predator's radar. Panic sets in. The school violently shatters, darting erratically in every direction through the blinding silt. they dive for the seafloor, attempting to bury themselves in the mud and hide within the complex crevices of a coral reef. They rely on millions of years of visual camouflage instinct, but you cannot hide from sound. The biological machine is locked. The dolphin's acoustic map updates in real time, completely unaffected by the churning mud. It banks sharply, its powerful tail propelling its 3-ton body with terrifying hydrodynamic agility. It doesn't need to open its eyes. It is flying entirely on instruments. As the gap closes to 30 feet, the click rate becomes impossibly fast. The dolphin fires its phonic lips at their absolute physical limit. The individual clicks merge into a harsh, continuous, deafening whine. This is the terminal buzz. At this extreme close range, the acoustic energy is so intense, so highly concentrated by the Melon, that it transcends mere sensory data. The sound becomes a physical weapon. The dolphin focuses a high-amplitude burst of acoustic energy directly at the fleeing fish. The sound wave acts as a concussive blast. It violently overloads the fish's lateral line and short-circuits its central nervous system. The prey is quite literally acoustically stunned. The live-action fish goes entirely rigid. Its muscles lock up. It drifts helplessly in the dark water, paralyzed by the sheer physical force of the sound. The dolphin doesn't even need to use its teeth. As it closes the final few feet, it violently depresses its tongue, creating a massive vacuum of negative pressure inside its mouth. It sucks the paralyzed fish directly out of the water column, swallowing it whole in a fraction of a second. Without missing a beat, the jawbone antenna acquires the next acoustic signature. The dolphin targets a second mullet that has wedged itself deep inside a coral crevice. The fish is pressed flat against the rock, visually indistinguishable from the reef. But to the dolphin's sonar grid, the gas in the fish's swim bladder is glowing like a flare. The dolphin rams its reinforced rostrum into the crevice, shattering the coral, and vacuums the hiding fish from its sanctuary. The auditory cortex is a flawless combat computer, simultaneously managing heavy propulsion, complex spatial awareness of the jagged reef, and the continuous tracking of multiple moving targets in total darkness. In a matter of seconds, the hunt is over. The acoustic barrage instantly ceases. The piercing, high-frequency whine vanishes, leaving the ocean in a sudden, shocking silence. The water is filled only with the settling dust and the floating debris of broken coral. The dolphin swims slowly through the aftermath. Its auditory cortex rests the intense electrical storms in its brain, calming to a steady, rhythmic pulse. The jawbone antenna clears its cache, the acoustic fat resetting for the next signal. But the sonar never truly turns off. The dolphin releases a single, lazy click into the vast ocean. A long, echoing ping that travels for miles into the deep abyss blue. The echoes wash back, and the dolphin's mind instantly renders the sprawling, 3-dimensional wireframe of the ocean around it. A world built entirely out of echoes. These animals do not just inhabit the darkness of the deep ocean, they dominate it. To rule an environment where light goes to die requires more than just hydrodynamic speed and sharp teeth. It requires the ability to weaponize sound. It requires the ability to pierce the veil of absolute sensory deprivation. It requires the ability to see the world not simply with eyes, but as a calculated, deeply mathematical matrix of acoustics. This is the Acoustic Sniper. This is instinct.